Hello, namaste. So you see all these spiritual jargons these days, all the very entertainment in the name of spirituality you see all around you. But understand this one thing: if somebody's getting you entertained, it's not the real essence. Because if you understand this one thing, if a real spiritual process has to come into picture, it can only come into picture after it works on your innards and it destroys you from within. Because that is what the Sanatana Dharma was about: the eternal law, from moving from bondages to freedom. So what freedom is talking about? The inner freedom, freedom from your own selves, own selves. I mean, what we have learned, the freedom from birth and death, rebirth, and all these things. But trust me, it's not in your experience right now. No? What's in your experience right now? At least you can work on those aspects. Your personality, your character. This is a new experience. Your mind, your experiences, your memory is an experience, right? So try to understand and try to observe at least these things which are in your experience. Your memory is just the content that you have gathered from outer conditioning, from outer borrowed garbage that you've taken from outside, right? So everything that you've taken from outside, from name, from identities, from character, from persona, it's not the actual thing. It's just false constructs, labels, names, sounds you've taken, gathered, internalized, and made a personality of itself out of it. But all these things have entangled you. Now you say, no, I'm getting stressed, I'm getting so much depressed. All this depression is nothing but this is just getting entangled with your own creation. You are the Brahma of your innards, of your inner world. So we talk about Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh thing, no? But we only talk in regards to the physical manifestation. But what about the innards? The own character that you build up from your very childhood, the personality. The word comes from the Latin word mask, persona. So you build it up through your childhood. You don't know how to unmask yourself for some time. You don't know how to keep your personality down for some time. Then you get entangled into it. The same identities, I'm this, I'm that. You don't know how to get this. Once again, free from those labels, that personality. That is why spiritual process was in this country of utmost important. Inner well-being was the essence of Sanatana Dharma. Freedom, inner freedom was the essence of Sanatana Dharma, right, and the law, which is misplaced these days. But it's time we understand that there are tools, methods called sadhan. You remember Premanand Maharaj sadhan, right? Bhajan marg, sadhan marg. So that's why they've been given, the ancient sages have given the tools that you can distance yourself or you can burn the false creations of your own innards that you've created, which does not even substantially exist. Like gravity is substantially relevant, but your personality is just a psychological construct. You can blame it on your brain, the situations, the events, people, for your inner situation, your inner turmoil, but that is not the real thing. You are the reason for your misery, your own false creation, you're defending all your life something which doesn't even exist. Your personality, your sense of I am this, I'm that, your identities don't even exist, and you're worshipping it like a blind believer. So there's no differentiation between the person who is blindly worshipping something, and the one who is blind, the person like you is blindly worshipping this own personality, this false psychological construct, which does not even substantially exist, and you're worshipping it, defending it, living through it, living by it, seeing through it, and it's seeing everything as nonsense because it's limited in its own creation. So that's why you have to make sure that you use methods given by the sages and saints of this country, India, Bharat, which is Bhajan marg, Karma marg, Gyan marg, Kriya marg. If you want to go for Kriya marg, if you're inclined, your very nature is inclined towards any practice, that you want to do something with your body, you go for Kriya marg. Install a Miracle of Mind application. Use it for next 3 months, and you will see once you distance your false creations from yourself, your own memory that you have taken from outside, conditioning, outside garbage, you have borrowed all these name game. It's just a thought. Name is just a thought. It's just a data that's been given from outside. It does not even exist. So once you use Miracle of Mind application for next 3 months, you will realize that once you remove all these false labels, what remains over there is pure bliss. It's just nothingness. Because obviously, after you remove all the labels, what are you left with? Psychologically, nothing. That was what you are. That was what was your reality. But you have moved away from your reality by creating more and more psychological constructs and getting more and more entangled in it, creating more and more bondages for you by yourself, through yourself. The ultimate thing is, the ultimate game is to fight with your own self, the false self that you created through the outer conditioning, through the outer labels that you have internalized completely and forgot what you have forgotten. Namaskar. Namaste.